What exactly is a bodybuilder? Like, what do you classify as a bodybuilder? You might be asking me why am I making this video because I am not one myself, and that is because I was in a TikTok quote unquote argument type of deal where the guy was saying that no matter who you are, no matter if you compete or not, you're classified as a bodybuilder if you work out or do the lifestyle as a bodybuilder. Now, I disagree with this fact. I mean, yes, there are certain outcomes of which, okay, sure. But at the same time, you have to really dig deep and actually figure out what you're talking about and see the loopholes of everything. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. Now, the real definition, as you can see on Google right here, says stuff about how if you work out and actually grow mass, that you are a bodybuilder. But there's a couple things that I have a problem with that. We're going to put Sam Sulek as an example because I'm trying to collab with him, and it's all over TikTok and stuff on my TikTok of where I'm trying to collab. Now, let me put a scenario in your head. Let's say you do believe that anyone is a bodybuilder that grows mass and that is training and being like a bodybuilder, quote unquote. Now, let's say that I'm new to the gym and I just started. Am I a bodybuilder in like a week? Am I a bodybuilder in a month? What is the end point of which I can say I'm a bodybuilder? Is it a six pack? Is it reaching 200 pounds lean? What is it? That's the only situation where I have of which I have a problem with people calling themselves bodybuilders when they never competed. I'm not a bodybuilder. I never competed, so I'm not saying I'm a bodybuilder. But there's a certain person that says they're a bodybuilder but hasn't competed yet. And others do believe that he's a bodybuilder, but is it because of his size? Is it because of what he's been on the platform? What is it about? What classifies as someone as a bodybuilder? Now, I think the true answer to this is your own opinion. It really is. There is no fundamental answer because, yes, Google says that you can be a bodybuilder if you grow mass, but does that mean that you're a bodybuilder within a week just because you train to failure? It doesn't make any sense because that means everyone's a bodybuilder. If the word bodybuilder means to grow mass and to actually grow as big as possible, then everyone's a bodybuilder because everyone's trying to do that. At least majority of people are. If you're working out, you want to get at least bigger or lose weight, something of that degree. Now, Google says that Sam Sulek's not a bodybuilder. It says that he's a YouTuber and a fitness influencer. But as you can see right here, Sam Sulek says he's a bodybuilder because he says he does bodybuilder content. Now, I'm not saying he's not a bodybuilder. I am not saying that he's not a bodybuilder. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just trying to figure out at what degree do you call yourself a bodybuilder? Because there is so many scenarios in one's head of which you can come up with, and every one of them is true depending on the type of person you are. So I'm really just asking you guys for opinions on what y'all classify as a bodybuilder, because I'm not going to give a direct answer because it's a personal opinion type of deal because there's so many loops that could happen that you just cannot find the true answer to. And this is one of them. Now, of course, you could ask a whole bunch of influencers on what they classify as a bodybuilder. But the only issue inside my head is, let's say we ask 100 influencers or 100 random people what a bodybuilder is. They're going to say a bodybuilder is a person who tries to work out and grow as big as possible and just is really bulky, okay? I get that. That's fine. But at what degree do you limit that to? Like, let's just say there's a 100-pound kid, okay? There's a 200-pound kid. They both have the same goal, and that is to bodybuild and grow as big as possible. Are they both bodybuilders, even though he's 100 pounds, no muscle at all, but he's trying to? Or do you have to have a certain amount of mass to become a bodybuilder? My personal opinion is it's like basketball. If you play basketball, right, you play basketball. But if you're on a team, then you're a basketball player. But if you're not on a team, you just play basketball for fun. They don't call you, hey, look at that basketball player. No, you're a guy that plays basketball. I look at it the same way as lifting. You lift, you work out. When you go, you don't become a bodybuilder by just working out, at least in my opinion. Okay? You don't become a bodybuilder until you actually compete because you're not bodybuilding. You're just lifting weights. Okay? Anyone can do that. But I just don't think that it's just a whole loop on what is happening. Who's right, who's wrong. It's a mouse and cat loop race. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I could sit here and say, oh, I think he's a bodybuilder, but why? Is it because he's huge? It just doesn't make any sense. I know this video is going to be a little shorter than others because I'm just trying to figure out a question that I am just trying to solve. And I cannot find a direct answer because Google says he's not a bodybuilder. He says he's a bodybuilder. Where do you cross the line as a bodybuilder? It's a whole ordeal. And with calisthenics, right? Okay, let's just say that you get big muscles. Okay, let's just say you six-pack, big muscles. You're a bodybuilder. Does that mean people that do calisthenics are bodybuilders? Or is it just that lift weights? But it doesn't make, like, what is the line? Because if you just lift weights and you're a bodybuilder, I guess we're all bodybuilders. I guess everyone that goes to a gym are bodybuilders, okay? But when do you cross the line on, like, how long you have to go to the gym to become a bodybuilder? There's so many questions that need to be answered that there's no scientific proof. At least from my knowledge, I can't figure it out. I generally can't. And that's why it's an opinion-based thing. That's why I want to make this video to figure it out, to actually solve the problem on what is a bodybuilder. I can't figure it out. Because well, no matter what answer you give, there's another problem that occurs that involves everyone. And it just doesn't make any sense in my head, and that's why I'm making this video, because I don't really know. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I know it's very, very short. I'm trying to collab with Sam Solik, so if he's somehow watching this, please, I'm here, bro. I'm here. But anyways, guys, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Leave down in the comments what y'all think a bodybuilder is, because it's really just subjective. But anyways, guys, peace out.